And turn my transmitter on. And turn the receiver power on. There's our tail lights. Now let's turn the steering and see what happens. Okay, we turned it right, and the left one lit up. Of course, all you would have to do is switch these around on the back of the car, or you could just switch the plugs right here. Okay, so let's turn our steering right. There's our right blinker. Turn the steering left. There's our left blinker. We can even brake and turn at the same time and get brake and turn signal. Okay, so that works good. Now let's turn on the headlights, and to do that we're going to use our auxiliary channel. If you've got a more advanced radio with digital controls and menus on the screen and stuff, you're going to want to go in there and change your third channel to work like a two position switch. But here on the HPI radio it's real easy. It already works properly out of the box. So these lights work. They start out in off. Now they're dim. Now they're bright. And when I switch this, I'm actually flipping the switch twice. I'm turning it up and then down, up, down. The reason for that is some radios have a momentary switch on the grip, like some Futaba radios, and that's real nice. With how we have this programmed, you can just press the button and the lights will scroll through the different modes with one press. But if you've got a conventional up-down switch like this, you're going to have to move it twice, up, down. So our lights are off. Now we got our low beams. Flip the switch again, and there's our high beams. Nice. So let's see what this light controller can handle. 2 lights is easy. Let's throw 8 set of Ramtech headlights. Throw that at them and see what happens. There's 4, and we'll plug the other 4 into the other headlight spot. So we got 8 sets of lights here. It's a lot of lights. It's like 100 LEDs or so. There we go. They're all on dim. Now they're bright. Turn signals still work. Brakes. And that's no problem. Light controller's not even warm. We could plug in another 4 or plug in another 4 sets of light pods and still be fine. Okay, let's turn that off and let's get our servos plugged in, and we'll be set. Now instead of your servos getting plugged into the receiver, your servos plug in directly to the light controller, and all the power that powers the servos is being carried through the light controller. So no high amperage is flowing through the receiver, which is good for your receiver. It's the receiver's not getting a big load with this setup. The light controller's handling all the current. So we're going to plug in our throttle servo, and steering servo. And let's plug in a Killer B2 kill switch if you've got a gas RC. Keeps your car from running away if you have a radio glitch. So we've got that plugged into our third channel there. And if you've got a 3-channel radio, you're going to have to use a Killer B version 2. The version 2 or the version 2S. The 2S is made for Spectrum radios, Spectrum brand radios. The version 2 should work with most all other radios. Okay, so that's everything all hooked up. Let's turn the power on. Okay, brake lights work. Turn signal. Headlights. Brighter headlights. And throttle servo moves. Brake lights. And steering. And then if you've got a gas RC car, to kill the engine, you just turn off your radio power, and the Killer B2 light is flashing right here. That means our engine would be killed if we had a radio glitch or lost battery power. Now, if you've got a 4-channel radio, you're going to plug in channels 1, 2, and 3 where they go, like usual. We've still got our 4th channel free, and if you've got a gas RC car and you want to use a Killer RC kill switch, you can plug the Killer B version 1 directly into the 4th channel on the receiver, and then your auxiliary would be unused here on the output of the light controller. So that's what it would look like if you have a 4-channel radio. Another thing you can do, if you want to power a whole bunch of headlights, that's pretty easy to do too. We can daisy chain multiple light controllers together. We can just plug this in here. And now we've got 2 light controllers daisy chained together, and we can power an enormous amount of lights with this. Most people probably won't need 2 light controllers. 1 light controller should power at least a couple hundred LEDs, but if you want to get really crazy, you can daisy chain them together. I recommend probably plugging a second battery into the second light controller. But that's what it would look like if you wanted to do it.